if you would have told me, no way. If you would have told me, I would have told you no way, actually. If you would have told me that the Philadelphia Phillies aren't making the postseason, and they're not. They were actually eliminated by the Nationals. Bryce Harper goes from the Nationals, goes to the Phillies, gets eliminated by his own team. How poetic, I guess. And if you've seen my videos here during the baseball season, some of them have been from Philly Sports Talk Radio, as I'm down there constantly, all the time. And with the Phillies being eliminated, you kind of question with the manager, Gabe. For one thing, I could say two things, okay? Gabe Kapler, it just seems like he pulls the lineup out of a hat every night. Every night. The only question is, what type of a hat is it? Cowboy hat, baseball cap? You know, it's just mind-boggling sometimes. I'll give you an example, okay? Fedora, maybe even too. I think Gabe Kapler's job is hanging by a thread, at best. Here's the thing. My 2 cents. And just looking at the lineup, and I know, after, listen, you had Brad Miller all of a sudden a number 4 hitter, Gene Segura 5 hitter, and a guy like Kingery a 7. Where does he come up with this type of a lineup? And if there was ever a doubt that this team needs to go in another direction, I was convinced with that game with Aaron Nola. Or, let me rephrase it. So, can someone explain to me why Aaron Nola did not start Game 1? In that game, from 2 or 3 days ago. Why didn't he start Game 1? At least in that game, you were still not officially eliminated. And you know for sure you're at least giving him the best lineup to succeed, rather than taking a chance in Game 2, where after losing Game 1, made no sense to send regulars out behind him. If that wasn't bad enough, let's extend him with 115 pitches in a meaningless game, so maybe he can get hurt, let's just say. Listen, the manager, and I know I'm not there on a day-to-day basis watching Philly games, but that manager simply amazes me. He does. So I don't know, what happens with the manager. But I don't know. And I know you need a regime in there to get some type of consistency, but I just don't think that Gabe Kapler is the answer. Does he get a little bit too cute? I think he does. Why ain't Franco in the lineups recently? I mean, the guy's hitting. Maybe, it just doesn't make sense to me. Why wasn't Aaron Nola pitching? Kind of just in Game 1. So the Phillies are out. And I guess there's always next year. I hope all is well.